All right, guys, welcome back to the podcast. I am Trey Cooper.
And I am Curtis Clayton.
And we are the Normal Dudes.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
All right, so we are going to talk about...
That's so dumb.
You think it is?
I mean, it's funny.
You don't like it?
I mean, it's okay.
I like it.
It's just funny to me.
I think it's corny, but cheesy.
It's corny and cheesy,
but it
but
makes it funny. Fuck it.
it does, and it looks like we're having a good time.
We
which
are
we
having
are.
a good time.
Yeah.
So we are a difference in, 8 years of age?
8 years of age, and I am a Gen Zer, and you are
Yeah, I'm a millennial.
which is insane to me. That really blows my mind to think about. Because
I'm an early bird millennial, though.
You're one of the oldest millennials. Well, no, actually, you know what? What's crazy is I was born in '79,
Yeah.
so I'm considered
A young
the youngest of Gen
Z.
Gen X.
Is it Z or X?
X. I'm Gen X.
Okay.
So I'm the youngest version of Gen X. 79,
Yeah.
80 brought on millennials.
Is it 80?
So Diamond, my sister, who is 1 year older than me, is a millennial as well.
Okay.
So all this talk of these millennials are lazy and
Yeah.
all they want to do is play video games and all that stuff is kind of, I mean, like, have you met Diamond? She's never touched a video game.
Yeah.
I played more video games than she did.
Yeah.
And I'm Gen X and she's millennial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, and that's just according to the internet. I don't know what the actual cutoff is or how people perceive it. I think people are perceiving some of that with the wrong generation, almost.
Yeah.
But the millennials is like from 1980 to 2000 or something.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's considered millennials, which, I mean,
So when I grew up, I remember that I spent a lot of my time in the wood. My parents had like 5 acres of woods. I would spend so much time outside.
yeah, man.
Dude, I built so many tree houses. I didn't have a cell phone until I was 16 or 18 years old, and I bought that bitch by myself. You know what I'm saying?
I had a pager.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a difference right there.
that is a difference. I had a pager when I was 16, 17 years old.
They didn't even have cell phones when you was a teenager,
No, I mean, they had them.
but it's them big motherfuckers.
It was it was big. You wasn't going to carry it in your pocket.
Yeah,
And back then it was kind of like only for emergency type things.
yeah.
So you had this big phone. It was like that big.
Yeah,
And with
It
the
was
big
huge.
antenna on it.
yeah,
And then, the Zach Morris phone. That was kind of like, it was seriously similar to that.
yeah,
It was similar in size anyway to that. And I mean, Mom had one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She had one of them old cell phones.
Hell
It was
yeah.
old. And an uncle of mine had one. And those are the only 2 people I knew that had them.
Yeah.
I didn't know too many people that had cell phones.
Yeah,
And my uncle was the first one that I ever knew to get one, dude. And he'd come over to the house and have to find a place to set it because it didn't have no signal out there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, there wasn't that many cell towers.
Yeah.
It's not like it is now.
Yeah.
It's different. You know what I'm saying? Everything was different.
Yeah, I remember like going around town like when I was little, probably, elementary school. I would beat my mom and dad. I don't know why they'd let me do this shit, but I would go
Yeah.
on my bicycle. And they'd have these fundraisers at school, and dude, one time I raised like $800. Dude,
Golly.
I went to a lot of houses, dude.
That's insane.
That's a lot, ain't it?
Yeah.
This little kid just going up and saying, "Hey,
Will you buy a candy bar? Whatever it was.
whatever it was, yeah." And I didn't have no cell phone. Them bitches, them my mom and dad just like, just go ahead, go
You
wherever
go sell that stuff.
go wherever you want to go. There's no way in hell I'd let my kids do that. There's no way. No way.
You almost can't now.
But why not though? Is it just our perception of
It's probably.
it's probably exactly
Probably
the
so.
same.
I mean, like I think I've talked about it before. Like my sister Diamond, she thinks I'm insane because I would let the kids go to the Greenway,
Yeah.
which is about maybe a mile from my house.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's probably not that. It's
Probably not even that far. Yeah.
probably half a mile.
Yeah.
You go turn and go down straight down 20th Street. You're there in half a mile.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they would walk down the Greenway and do whatever all together.
Yeah.
And as long as all three of them were there, I was comfortable with it. I did. I felt comfortable with it.
Yeah.
But now that they were 11, 12, and 13 years old,
Yeah.
and my 11-year-old was not nothing to play with.
No.
Yeah, no. They were at,
I'm pretty
in
sure
fact,
he'd have whooped my ass when he was 11.
yeah, the 13, the 12 and 13-year-olds were scared. They didn't want to mess with him.
He was a tough kid.
Yeah, he's a tough kid.
He was a tough kid.
Yeah. So at 12 years old, 11 or 12 years old, when they were going down there by themselves, I didn't have to worry about them.
Yeah.
So that,
I mean, all three of them
Like-
together, there's no way. Yeah.
right, all three of them together,
Yeah.
one dude pulls up, you're hit. That one dude is hit. He's
You're
gonna
gonna-
take one.
You're going to take an ass whooping. Yeah, for real.
I know.
And you think you could get one over on them, but you ain't going to. So
I know. I know it.
you better be fucking Bruce Lee or Conor McGregor or
Yeah,
somebody.
you could do it then maybe, but
Yeah.
with all three of them together, I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah.
But the two that I have now, I wouldn't send them up down there.
No.
I wouldn't let them go down there by themselves, dude.
No.
I just wouldn't.
No.
They're not the same kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
They're just not.
Yeah, they're not.
So I wouldn't let them go. I wouldn't.
No.
I don't know what the difference is, and I can't even explain it to you. But they're only, 8 years younger.
Yeah.
They're only 8 years younger, and that's the difference between me and you.
I know it.
But there's a big difference between those kids and my first set of kids.
Yeah.
So I think that's, I don't know, man, but you spent all your time outside just like I did.
Yeah.
I drank out of a garden hose.
Oh, yeah,
just
100%.
like you did.
Yeah.
And then you sit around and hear people talk like trash about millennials, like, oh, these millennials, blah,
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of millennials are probably. I think millennials are the age where people started
thinking outside the box.
thinking outside the box and trying to, change the norm of society.
A lot of them have. I think
know what I'm
so.
saying?
I think that's true. And
Like a lot of the older people were like, go to work,
go to work.
retire, don't question anything.
Just do what you're supposed to
Just do
do.
what you're supposed to do, what society, what the government wants you to do, or whatever.
The government, society,
The rich people.
and mainly even like your family.
Yeah, really, that's. I mean,
Yeah, do what your family wants you to do.
I'm 35 years old, and that's what I've been basically told to do since
11.
I was little, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
and I wish I.
I mean, so look, here's the thing. You're going to have to work. They're not wrong about that.
Yeah, 100%. You got to work.
They're not wrong about
No,
that part
no,
of
no,
it.
no.
Even like doing this podcast, it's work. It's real work.
It is.
It's real work. People don't see it while we're sitting here talking, but it's real work.
I spend 10 hours or 12 hours a week doing editing and stuff.
Yes,
I really do.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. And that's not to mention just recording it.
yeah,
That's not mentioning setting up and making sure everything's right before we get started. And
Yeah.
it's a lot, but you're going to have to work. But I think millennials were the first ones that go, dude, there's other ways around just going to work for 40 hours a week for another company. And you know what I'm saying? They were the
Yeah.
first ones to go, I got something
But
else.
also, when they're the older group, they didn't have what we have.
It's true.
So they didn't have.
They didn't.
You can make millions of dollars now playing video games.
which just blows my mind.
You know what I'm saying?
You can, yeah.
You could,
Just for being consistent and putting out the videos every week.
and they didn't have that back then. So
No.
their mindset is different than ours, I think.
It is, and it should have been.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of the boomers or whatever came up from parents who lived through the Great Depression.
They were farmers, or
They're farmers, or they worked at a factory, or.
Yep.
But also, what's insane about that is like, my dad and your dad.
Yeah.
Okay, they had great jobs.
They did.
It's just a great job. It might not have been, the best job in the world. You're not going to wake up and be like, get to go to work today. You're not going to wake up like that. They hated it.
Just like we do. Because I talked to Daddy, but they made more money than we do.
So when my dad retired, he made more money than I do right now.
Yeah.
And he's been retired now for, how long?
18 years probably. I don't know.
Something like that, 15, 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. It's especially because the cost of living. I mean, Daddy was making probably.
That's what I'm saying.
If you add the cost of living, he's probably making double what I'm making now.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. So back then, you could go to work at a factory and make an actual living.
Yes.
Like a comfortable living.
And
your wife didn't have to have a job.
That's it.
And I think I said this, like if you ain't making $40 an hour and your wife working, then you're going to sink. You sink.
Yeah, I'm struggling right now.
Yeah, and you said, I'm making
23. I'm making 23 an hour right now.
Yeah.
And dude, even you can either work. I was making 27 an hour before I changed jobs, but
right.
Golly, dude, I have no motivation to work overtime anymore, and I just because I don't want to. Like, what's the point? I feel like what's the point in wasting my damn life?
Well, you're broke either way.
Exactly. That's
what I'm saying.
That's exactly my point.
Yeah.
When people ask me about that stuff, I'm like, I'm broke if I'm making that much. If I'm making this much, I'm exactly the same broke.
Don't matter.
It don't matter.
Like
them credit cards can suck my motherfucking dick, son.
Sometimes
I ain't paid them. I ain't paid them bitches in a minute.
Yeah. And like
what they gonna do?
They ain't gonna do nothing.
They ain't gonna do shit.
Zero.
They ain't gonna do nothing.
Zero.
They ain't gonna do nothing.
Lower your credit score.
Yeah, I ain't worried about that.
No.
Here in about 5 years, I'm gonna pay cash for a fucking house.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just gonna pay this one off. I think
I'm not even gonna buy a
nice.
fucking house. I'm gonna buy an RV and travel.
I want like if we do that, we buy RVs, right?
Yeah.
Buy some nice RVs, some nice setups, okay,
Yeah.
for the road.
Yeah.
And we just keep this house because honestly, if you think about it, there's enough room here for me, you, any of the kids.
There's about 45
Cooper.
rooms, son.
Yes.
I don't even know how many rooms you got. It's a bunch.
It's a lot of It's a lot of house,
It really is.
and I don't need it.
No, you don't need it.
So we'll pay this off.
I got the same amount of people
And then
in my
when we
house
come
as
back-
you do.
Yeah,
I got
exactly.
a little fucking apartment.
Yours is like 900 square feet. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be no problem to. We could make this work for both families when we get back to Cleveland.
Yeah, we'll come back and visit for a minute.
Yeah.
About a month or something, and
A month. I know. I was talking about like when we come back for our, from our vacations,
like Christmas break.
weeks. One week here, 1 week there.
This is gonna be our vacation.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back for Christmas break.
Be like, oh man, it's nice to be out of the RV for a week.
We're going to California next week, bro. We'll see y'all.
I'll be like, hey, mom and dad, y'all want to come with us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're, mom and dad are retired.
Yeah.
And
what they're gonna say is, I gotta go to church Sunday morning. I can't miss it.
I don't think my dad's going to say that. I think he's going to load up the RV, son. He won't even pack any clothes.
Let me get my swimming shorts.
Yeah.
Let me get my booty shorts.
Let me get my pillar. That's all he'll say, dude. He'll grab
yeah,
that pillow.
I wish we could, honestly. I wish we could.
He'll load up. I tell you right now, Dad would load up right now.
Yeah.
Now, he'd be tired.
Yeah.
He'd be tired, son.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But, that first stop we made, He'd have himself a good old time, dude.
Yeah, I would too. I can't.
He'd be in the RV by himself. We went camping one time up at Two Rivers, dude, and he come by himself. He was camping by himself. Mom wasn't there.
Yeah.
And, dude, I mean, if you want to talk to him, you have to go up in the camper and talk to him, dude. He
Really?
didn't even come out of it. He
Hell
just laying
yeah.
there and chill, bro.
He was having a time, wasn't he?
Good time. Not
he
worried
he
about
didn't have to hear nobody talking shit.
it. He can't hear you anyway.
He was just chilling.
He don't care.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
We should get him on the podcast, dude.
I think so. I like.
Because that's another generation.
I
He's
wanna
a baby boomer.
Honestly, I wish Daddy and him would get on here and tell some of their fucking stories. Huh? You think they would? I know your dad probably would.
My dad probably wouldn't get on here and tell any of the stories because a lot of them
Or fucked up.
are illegal.
But you got the 7 years of what's that called?
Oh, I don't know, but
It ain't legal. It ain't. You do shit 7 years ago. It ain't legal. It ain't fucked up no more.
you can't. It's not illegal anymore if you wait 7 years.
I mean, really though, I forgot what that's called. Damn it.
I know, I did too.
But yeah, y'all. If you know what it is, comment.
Yeah, please, because we want to know. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah,
But
that'd be great. Cause I know they're the old generation, dude.
they're both baby boomers.
They got some shit. So they went.
So when we're talking about like, hey, we were outside all the time, they're like,
we was outside, bitch. Right?
Yeah. My dad, one summer, was, out of school for the summer.
Yeah.
And him and his brother had to crawl up under their house, under a crawl space,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And start digging with hand shovels and buckets. And they dug an entire basement that summer.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, yeah, he's got some stories, cuz.
Damn.
An entire basement.
That's insane.
Started out with a hand shovel like you would use in a little flower garden and a bucket.
Did they enjoy it?
No.
Okay.
No. And then, not only that,
God, dude.
not only that, but once the basement was dug out, right?
Yeah.
And you're, 12 feet, or it's probably 7 foot deep,
Yeah.
which for a whole basement is a lot of digging.
Yeah, it is. That's a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Digging's hard anyway.
He said he can remember getting happy just because you could use a regular shovel under there.
Oh, shit.
And a mattock, being able to use
Yeah.
And
That's the difference in them and baby
and
boomers and
us. Because I'd just be like, well, that basement ain't getting built. We ain't got no basement. We just don't have a basement because the house is here already.
We're going to stand up and be like, you can whoop my ass if you want to, bro.
I'm not calling
I'm
under
not
there.
taking a 3-month ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? It's a 3-month ass whooping or an hour worth of pain.
He probably wouldn't be alive if he had done that,
I
though.
know. It was different. I know.
Yeah. But not only did they have to dig that, they had to go gather. They didn't just lay block. No. Go gather the rocks out of the woods that built the walls on the side.
Shit, dude.
Yeah. Go gather them up in a wheelbarrow and bring them down there so you could go and stack them up, paste them together with some cement or whatever.
Man. Yeah, I never did anything like that. I remember.
So we think we work hard, like just
No.
because we wake up and go to work.
I
I
know
guess
I don't work hard.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I know. I don't work hard at all. I never thought that I worked hard. I just
don't want to wake up and be
don't.
somebody
It ain't-
else's. Yes,
yeah.
I know.
I could make more money doing something by my fucking self.
Wished I would have started that when I was
Yeah.
19, 20.
I think the hardest thing that Daddy ever conned me into doing, I said con, was you're 8 years old And a quarter's a lot of money. You're like, oh shit, a fucking quarter, I can buy 5 pieces of bubble gum with that back in the
bro.
day. You know what I'm saying? They get them little bitty on the bottom shelf of at the store at the gas station. They have these 5-cent pieces of bubble gum.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could get some bubble gum or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So we plowed this 2-acre damn lot of brush and all kind of shit. And he's like, hey, why don't you go out there and get you an axe or a pick or whatever. And every root that you take out of the ground from them trees,
Give you a quarter.
I'll give you a quarter.
You're like, yeah, that sounds great until you get to that first root. And you're like,
about 6 hours later, and I had about 4 of them done. I was
Daddy, my hands are bleeding.
oh shit, dude! I remember, like, I used to love building tree houses, man.
Oh, man.
That was my favorite thing to do.
It was one of my favorite things, too, man.
And I would gather money as much as I could. And I'd walk down to the store, this Ace Hardware we had in Etowah. It was a little bitty ass Ace Hardware. It wasn't and I would buy nails. That was like my shit.
Yeah, just some nails.
And Daddy would let me use his axe and all that stuff. And and Melissa will remember this. But my sister, we'd cut these trees down, dude. And I was cutting this tree down. Pow. Pow. And this little fucking bitch, I don't know how old she was. She's little. God. Walk behind me. Hit her right here. Goosh.
Oh.
So it had an axe on one side and a pick on the other.
Oh.
And that pick hit her right across the mouth, dude.
God.
She started screaming.
Did you think you killed her?
Dude, I didn't know what. I was scared. She didn't even bleed, I don't think. Which is weird.
Nah. There's no way, dude. You hit somebody in the face with a pick.
She might have been bleeding.
Yeah, she was.
I mean, it was a minute ago.
Yeah.
But, golly, dude.
It seems like you would remember the blood, though.
I feel like.
I know it, dude.
I built so many tree houses up in them woods, dude. The one time I remember when you get teenager years, I had buddies. And they'd bring them old Playboy magazines back there.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Now, I'd have a stash of Playboys back there.
Everybody had some. Store away somewhere, whatever. You steal them from.
You didn't have no videos back then.
There wasn't no.
If you did,
No.
I mean, they had them. They had VHS, daggum old ass porn videos.
Yeah.
But Playboy was the shit, son.
Like on the magazine.
The magazine.
Yeah, until you got a hold of a Hustler.
Hustler was the shit, son. Hustler was the dirty version. I think Hustler made me who I am today, son.
Thank you, Larry Flint.
I remember the first Hustler video I saw, dude. I'm
Golly.
like, gosh, dude. Hustler was the shit. Right?
I mean,
They knew what guys fucking wanted, son.
They knew what they wanted, and it wasn't like just to see the outside of it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, old Hustler started showing you down the hallway, son.
Yeah, they did.
You could see all the way up to a girl's soul in Hustler. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, golly.
Are these fuckers even in business anymore?
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know.
I don't know either, but I mean, you got Pornhub. That's probably the biggest motherfucker right there, son.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
But Hustler and Playboy back in the day, when you didn't have videos to go on the internet and search, you didn't have internet.
No, there was no internet.
You had Hustler and Playboy. That's all I remember. And Hustler was outperforming Playboy by a lot.
Yeah, and in fact, for us, honestly, if we wanted to talk to our friends or our girlfriends or whatever on the phone, we're on the house phone.
I had a 10-foot cord on that bitch. I remember having to sit in the living room beside Mom and Daddy.
Yeah.
Talking to my girlfriend on the phone.
Yeah, you couldn't say nothing out of hand.
Nah, you can't say shit.
No.
I don't even know if I remember this girl I used to talk to. Her name was Sarah Woods.
Dang, you put her name out there, son.
Yeah, she probably married now, about 45 kids or something. But
well, I mean, yeah, but
yeah, dude, I remember talking to her for hours and hours at night. Another girl named Diamond, and it was always on a house phone.
Yeah.
That's weird, ain't it?
Yeah,
With
man.
a
I mean,
cord,
it's just
and
different time.
And you got another phone in another room. You could pick it up.
You remember Mom and Dad's house?
And you can listen. Yeah, I can remember.
So Mom and Dad, they had a phone in the living room. I mean, the kitchen. It hung up on the wall.
Yeah.
And I had a cord long enough to reach all the way to my bedroom.
Holy shit.
It was
That's at least 40, 50 feet, bro.
yeah, we had a 50-foot cord on that thing, son. And if you just bring it back straight to the kitchen and just do it just right,
Yeah.
you'd have one hell of a knot on that cord.
I bet you would.
Because it hung all the way down to the floor by the time, you
Yeah.
got done with it.
Yeah.
And it's one of those springy cords, you know.
Yeah.
So when you brought it back, it just winded around itself, dude. You couldn't.
Yeah, dude.
So the next time you want to talk on it, Mom, she would bring it into the living room, which was like 4 foot.
Yeah, yeah.
She would just sit in the recliner and talk on the phone.
Yeah.
But me, I'm taking it all the way to the bedroom. So if I want to use it, I'm in there. I think that's why I'm good at what I do right now.
Maybe.
It's just untangling cables, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So you drag that thing all the way to the bedroom, talk, and then, what the crazy part about it is like you was just fixing to say, you have another phone in the house.
Yeah.
Somebody can go,
Pick it up and listen to everything you say.
Kurt, it's time to get off the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom.
Yeah.
And everybody just stopped talking because they knew what was going on.
Yeah, dude.
And what was even crazier than that is everybody that was on the phone knew to listen for that click.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's like, my mom's on the phone, I think.
I remember sometimes, dude. You ever do three-way?
Yeah.
Three-way calling?
Yo, yeah.
You can add as many as you want.
So
really.
now I didn't have three-way calling up until I was in freaking middle school, high school.
Okay.
Middle school. We didn't have caller ID until I was in middle school either.
Yeah, yeah.
We couldn't tell. And whenever you had caller ID, when caller ID first was invented, it was something you had to add to your phone.
You had to pay for it extra?
You had to pay for it extra, and then you had a device that you had to actually connect to before you went to your phone.
Yeah.
So you had to connect your phone line to that, and then from the phone line, from that device to your phone
Yeah.
before you could get caller ID.
Yeah.
That's when it first came out. There was whole nother box. It's about the size of that.
Yeah.
And that would tell you, hey, it's, 423.
Whoever's calling.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. All right, so we was talking about the differences between millennials and Gen X's, and
Yeah.
between me and him, there's probably not much difference.
Is it really not? I mean, we're 8 years apart.
Yeah, and I think the baby boomers to millennials is a big difference.
It's a big jump. Well, but baby boomers were altogether different.
Yeah.
Because it goes baby boomers and then me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Baby boomers and then Gen X.
yeah,
It's not baby boomers another generation than Gen X.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And there's a big difference between baby boomers and me.
yeah,
A huge difference. I mean, a huge difference.
yeah. So this is the baby boomers is when the introduction to a lot of drugs,
The baby boomers.
right?
Yeah, the baby boomers were.
So this is the hippies. They were
Yeah.
they were experimenting with LSD and marijuana and all kind of crazy shit, man.
Yeah, and I know.
The best music come out of that generation too.
A lot of it. Jimi Hendrix.
Led
and
Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin and
I mean, all this stuff, man.
Woodstock happened in '69.
Yeah,
that
dude.
was
Probably the most influential generation. Really,
our parents.
I think so.
Yeah,
And my generation, I think even maybe not even my generation, but the newer one with Gen Z.
yeah. My kids.
I think they're going to change the world, dude. Honestly, I think they're going to make it better for everybody.
You think so?
I think so.
So there's two different views on that.
It's not going to be the typical
That's
baby
the
boomer thing.
that's
right?
that's the viewpoints that you got. You got the baby boomers who are out there saying, man, everything needs to stay the same.
Yeah, but it does not.
It don't have to stay the same.
It don't need to.
And I don't know that every baby boomer saying that. I'm
No,
just
they're
saying.
not. They're not.
As
Most of them are though.
point of views as a whole. If I'm stereotyping baby boomers, that's what they.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's what they're saying, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's a few very, very, like, hippie top baby boomers out there, too, that are like, nah, man, just...
A
you
lot
know,
of them are off the deep end a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I think that laziness,
Yeah.
baby boomers, you know, consider the laziness as a bad thing. But honestly, laziness can bring forth a lot of improvements.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's not necessarily just... You would look at it and say laziness, but like it's just a train of thought,
It is.
a mindset almost, if you
Yeah.
will. We haven't never said that on this podcast.
Nah, everything revolves around it, though.
It does, man.
Every single bit.
All aspects of life revolve around your personal mindset.
Yeah.
You know, you have to go to work tomorrow,
Yeah.
and I have been worried to death about it.
Yeah.
I'm worried to death about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm not.
You're like, dude, don't worry about it. Let's just do the podcast. You're fine, you know.
Yeah.
And let's just do the podcast. You're cool. You know, we're cool. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna take your time. Let's do it. You know.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm worried to death about it, and
Yeah.
that's just mindset. That's the only difference.
That's all it is.
Is I'm like, this dude's got to work tomorrow. He's got to be there at 7:00 in the morning. Got to get up at 5:30.
Yeah.
He gonna be tired after
Yeah.
this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're like, dude, I know I'm gonna be tired, but right now we're gonna record the podcast. We're gonna have a good time doing
Yes,
it.
yes.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I wish I'm getting closer to that mind frame now that
Yeah.
you said all that, but you know, there for a few minutes, man, it's been bothering me.
For real.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I hate it.
Yeah. I shouldn't have told you, and honestly, I thought about not telling you because I figured it might do that to you.
Yeah.
But from now on, I ain't gonna tell you. But
Yeah, just don't tell me.
yeah, I won't tell you.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. But it don't really affect me that much. I really don't care. I really don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to have fun right now.
No, that's good, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's good. Live for the moment.
Live for the moment.
Because you might not wake up tomorrow, really.
I might die tonight. Shit. I mean, you really. That's the
That-
that's the honest truth of the situation.
it. I mean, it sucks. That's a sucky scenario. But the thing about it is that's true. If you don't live for right now, you ain't promised tomorrow.
No, you're not.
So we should live for right now.
Right now,
And a lot of baby boomers don't look at life that way.
they do not.
They're looking for the future.
I think a lot of baby boomers were more brainwashed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Honestly,
Yeah.
because
because their parents were stricter.
the parents were stricter, and the parents went through a lot of shit,
They
The-
did.
their
Their
parents-
parents
their
went
parents-
through some stuff, dude.
like a lot.
The Great Depression was a shit show.
I mean,
in
their parents
America.
went through. I mean, probably almost all the baby boomers' parents went through at least World War II,
At the very the
the Great Depression, World War I, maybe even.
Yeah.
I mean, so life is a whole lot easier now. I mean, really,
is.
it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
the cost of living is more now.
it is.
I saw this article the other day about a Sears catalog selling houses for $900 and something,
I've seen those.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a whole fucking house for $900 and something.
Yep, it's got everything you need.
And I looked up the average income for that year, and I think it was 1918. I think the average income was almost $2,000 a year,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
So a house costs
I mean,
half your
considering-
year.
yeah, that's fucking crazy. I
Yeah,
mean,
that would be like
that'd be like a house costing $50,000 right now.
yeah.
And the cheapest house around here is probably $200K, unless you want
That's the cheapest house.
if you want to move into a house ready to go, cheap is $200K. I mean, you can probably get one for $100,000, but it's gonna be shit, and you're gonna have to put some money into it.
a lot, yeah.
And it's crazy because even whenever I was buying my first house in 2008,
99,000.
2010, it was $99,000, man.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it's a good house.
It's crazy how far stuff's coming. And honestly, I'm not making that much more money than I was.
No, I know.
And it's sad.
It is.
It's really sad that we get stuck in this mindset to where we have to go to a factory. And obviously 90% of the dudes watching this.
I mean, they might not be working in a factory necessarily,
I
but
say
they're
a lot of them are, though.
probably so.
Honestly.
Yeah, we're a podcast for dudes that are doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You wake up, you do that 9 to 5, you go to work 40 a week.
We're trying to motivate the normal dudes to get out of their fucking comfort zone.
Just a little bit.
Don't settle.
Because we are just normal dudes.
That's exactly what we are.
So you can look at us and say, hey, those two dudes are doing something.
We're starting at the bottom. We're trying to change our lives right now.
Yeah.
And this is the very beginning of our progression.
Yep.
You know, a lot of times you see people out here trying to motivate you to do stuff, and they're already fucking making millions.
It's easy to motivate somebody or easy to talk about how motivated you are when you're already a millionaire.
Yeah, dude.
But we're at the bottom with you.
We're right there with you, bro.
Yeah. We're just right there with you.
And we're trying to help y'all. And
most of the stuff that you
us
see
and-
right now is on credit. Everything you see right here is on credit, really.
Yeah, I had to put $1,000 camera on credit.
Yeah.
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 Dude. So
The studio's on the credit card.
we're broke, son. I mean, we ain't out here, you know, we ain't no millionaires yet.
Mm-mm.
But I promise you,
It's going to happen.
within
for us.
5 years, we're gonna be living our dream.
I think so. And
everybody out there can do the same shit.
yeah, dude.
Don't settle for what you think. If you're unhappy with your job, you don't have to be there. You really don't.
I mean, to some degree,
To some
yeah.
degree, I mean, if you got, but the thing about it is you go there 8 hours a day. You get 24 hours in the damn day. Spend a year working 8 hours extra on something you need that can better your life.
Yeah,
And damn, son, there's no fucking telling where.
you can be.
There's no telling where you could be.
So,
And I understand that's the bad thing about our situation is we're at the bottom of the barrel,
yeah, dude.
and
I mean,
we have to continue to work, and we want to do this at the same time.
yeah. No, we want to do this.
Yeah.
Like,
This is
I don't want you to think we're just doing this to try to get out of work.
hell no.
That's not it.
I enjoy it.
Like, I've had this idea for the past year and a half.
Yeah, you've even talked to me about it.
Yeah.
Quite a few times.
Before you finally said, let's do the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do it. Let's go do it, you
Yeah.
know. But I also talked to my buddy Adam.
Yeah.
And I was trying to talk him into doing it, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, you know, he would cut up and be like, yeah, it's a good idea. And then never, like, never would commit to anything, you know. And then you had the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I had a gaming channel with my kids, and we got
1,000 subscribers.
over 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And you know, I was getting used to everything. I was already pretty decent at the editing and the sound, and even though, golly, that first few episodes, it's getting better now. But damn, son,
Yeah.
it's different. It really is different.
This is different than that.
You know, I was using a green screen
Yeah.
and a display
Yeah.
recorder for my computer, and you come in here and it's like it's different.
Yeah.
This is like a damn news set. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you got to get everything. Golly, dude, it's so much more complicated.
Yeah.
And I freaking love it.
I know. It's so much fun.
I have so much fun in here.
So much fun. And we got these new office chairs. I don't know if y'all see those.
Hell yeah, dude. These
Look
things
at
are
that.
sweet.
We're living in a lap of
I'll be
luxury
like-
now.
I'll be like rolling back and forth.
I know.
Have you noticed me?
I think you have done it a couple of times.
A bunch of times.
Yeah.
I've caught myself like, damn.
Oh
what the fuck
man,
you doing?
I'm sorry, I'm messing up the podcast.
Yeah.
But I think it's fine, dude. I think if we're sitting here and we're comfortable, people are gonna like it.
I think so. It'd be fine.
Yeah, but just we're coming up from the bottom with every other normal dude
Normal dude, yeah.
that's out there.
And then the majority of them are normal.
That's the way. That's the thing, man. That's what I thought.
The
When we were naming this, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Like, you know how many normal people there are out there compared to millionaires?
That's why they call them the one percenters.
Yeah. Do you know how many normal people there are out there compared to? I mean, like, dude, like, there's podcasts out there that Ashley has sent me,
Yeah.
and they're like this right here, you know. Hello. Today we are speaking on the fact, you know,
Yeah.
and you're like, bro, that is not normal.
No, it is not.
Not for like your run of the mill average dudes. And that's what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. 100% know what you're saying.
And I think we're clicking on all cylinders with a lot of people.
I think so, man. We've grown drastically.
Quick.
And a lot of our content, even on the shorts, is repurposed from our actual videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Most of our
Probably
shorts
95% of them are.
95% of our shorts are made out of our podcast.
Yep.
And
And that's the best way to grow.
yeah, that way they're subscribing to our channel via our content,
Yep. 100%, dude.
what we're doing here. And people seem to be enjoying it, man.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know how we got on this topic, but
It is what it is. We're in a different generation than the baby boomers, and we're trying to step out of our comfort zone.
yeah,
And-
because this definitely wasn't our comfort zone.
No, it ain't. I'm 35 years old, and I've been a backward motherfucker my whole life.
I mean, I can remember when this dude cried because we had people at a restaurant sing happy birthday to him.
For real. Yeah.
Straight up. I mean, I remember that like it was yesterday.
I do too.
Do you?
I do.
It was traumatic.
Yeah.
Like it was a problem for you, dude.
It was. I've always been like that.
And this dude is now in front of, what was it, 62.5 thousand people?
Yeah, we've had 60 something. That's just in the last 28 days, bro.
That's true.
It's probably
Pretty close to
close to
100,000.
70 or 100,000, I bet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, pretty close to 100,000, I'd say.
yeah. And my other channel had 500,000 views.
Yeah, and that's all you, too. You and the kids.
Me and the kids, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So stepping out of our comfort zone,
this,
you should do the same thing.
yes.
Look,
If
if
you-
any of my kids are watching this,
Yeah.
please step out of your comfort zone.
All of them are in the perfect time to do that.
Yeah.
Like literally this week, I wanted to quit my job so bad. I hate my job. Like I do hate my job.
I know.
But it's not hard. It's the easy job. But the thing about it is like I'm sitting there thinking like I can make this much money. You know what I'm saying? Like doing anything.
Yeah.
This is as low as it gets. I'm in damn poverty almost.
I know.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I created a Facebook account.
Yep.
I created some graphics, some shit on my damn computer
Yeah.
for some pressure washing.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that, honestly, like for a living.
Yeah.
But I would rather do that as my own boss.
100%.
If I do 2 houses a day, I could make more money than I'm making now,
by a lot.
and that's insane to me.
By a lot.
These fucking companies are
You could literally work that would take you about 6 hours.
maybe not even that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe not.
Max 6 hours.
Max 6 hours. And you're
Yeah.
talking about making probably double the amount of money that you make right now.
You could probably make at least $300 off 2 houses.
Yeah.
I mean, really?
Yeah, I don't think that would be that tough.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
At all,
I
dude.
don't think it'd be that tough at all. But
So I mean, yeah, don't just settle.
nah, man, and that's what we've
I-
done.
it's-
I've done that most of my life.
Oh, every bit of it, son. Every bit of it.
Every second of my life, I've kind of settled for
And you don't think you are when you're going through it,
no.
but once you
You
get
think like, man, this job's pretty good. I'm making, X.
when you got this son of a bitch over here that sells one house and makes $70,000
As it gets his 6%.
in 2 weeks, he
Yeah.
made $70,000, and you're like, what the fuck? I worked all year for that.
Second, I worked all year and didn't make that.
Yeah.
I mean, in some cases.
Oh yeah. The last 2 years I've made over 70, but before that it was like 30 or 40, and even before that it was like 20 or 18. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So God bless, son.
Oh yeah, I definitely get it.
Yeah, I think a lot of normal dudes do too. You know
A
what I'm
lot
saying?
of normal dudes do. We want to pressure those guys to do something different.
Let's take over this fucking country, dude.
Dude, it would take normal people like me, you, and all of our viewers. Wouldn't take us long.
No.
Because we know, we got real life. We've seen real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real life.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, I mean, these millionaires and freaking Hollywood, they don't understand real life.
They do not, dude.
They don't have anything about it. They don't know anything about it. Even like people who we listen to on other podcasts don't understand it like we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
They're like talking about like, oh, well, you need to step out of the box and do this and do that. and okay, I get it, but that's easy for you to say when you know, Donald Trump, for instance.
Yeah.
Oh, I built this empire. Well, dude, you wasn't never poor.
Never. No, his dad gave him $1 million loan.
I mean, even
Right? I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I think his dad's dead.
But I'm saying, like, when he
So-
when he was young, his dad gave him $1 million to start his shit.
Sure, okay, but his dad died.
Yeah.
Where did he leave his money at?
Oh, I'm sure it was with him.
So now, I mean, I get Donald Trump is very wealthy. He's a very wealthy dude, and he's done a lot of stuff. Whether you like him or not, he's done
Yeah.
a lot of stuff to
Yeah.
make a lot of money.
And he's filed bankruptcy a bunch of times, too. So he's failed.
He's using the system. That's what that's called.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's failed a few times, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's okay to fail.
Heck yeah, dude.
There's nothing wrong with failing at all.
Especially if you're 20 right now and you're listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
Go out there and fail.
That's what you have to do. You have to.
Yeah.
Or you're going to be damn miserable the rest of your
Yeah,
life.
go out there and hit it hard and fail.
Yep.
Hit it hard and fail again. Hit it hard and fail again.
And it's-
Guess what?
It's just
At some
there's-
point,
there's systems in place for you to succeed. There really is.
yeah, we don't know them all.
Everybody can succeed if they just do it.
You just got to take that. It's scary.
Bankruptcy don't. I filed bankruptcy before.
Yeah.
It don't do a damn thing to you. You know what only thing it does to you?
What's that?
You can't buy a house. Who gives a fuck?
I don't.
I've lived in nice apartments for a few years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want a house, but do I really? No.
I don't want one.
I
I'm
don't-
ready to sell this one.
I want to. Yeah, exactly. So you get stuff and you think you want it, but you fucking don't. After 6 months, you're tired of it. You're like, golly, what the?
Well, so I had to have a bigger house. That's the reason I live here.
I
It's the
understand.
only reason. Yeah, I mean-
you got 5. You had 5 kids at that time.
Yeah, and
You
it
had
served
to.
the purpose correctly.
Yes.
It served the purpose for what it was and what I was doing and what I needed. It was right at the time.
Yeah,
Now there's 4 of us living here, dude.
I know, dude. You need to. You could probably, pay. You could probably daggum bank on this motherfucker right now.
I could.
We'd have to work to, and then you wouldn't have your podcast room.
I ain't worried about all that.
I know. We put the podcast in a van,
Yeah,
Sprinter van.
we could do a podcast anywhere.
Mobile podcast.
Shit.
Sell this house and put it in a Sprinter van.
Mobile groomers, y'all do mobile podcast. Y'all would be it first.
We will. I want to do that eventually.
Yeah, it'd be fun as shit, son.
Like, where we going today? Oh, yeah, shit. We're going to Yellowstone. Where we going today? We're going to go to Mexico, son. We're going to go get some
Got your
fucking...
passport ready?
We're going to get some tacos in Mexico today. Then we're going to go to... Then we're going to go to Venice Beach and chill on the beach for a little while.
On.
Shit, son.
We're gonna work out on Muscle Island,
Hell yeah.
whatever that place is called.
I
There's
know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Out there on the beach.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Kylie Muscle.
I get these guns out there fired up, baby.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Be out there pudgy as
I don't give a shit.
I know, dude. It wouldn't matter then, would it?
I don't care.
We just oil it up. Going out there, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to go over here and see how much these weights weigh?
Yeah, we'll go try to pick his bitch up.
I don't know if I'll be able to pick anything up. My hands are oily.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this episode was about the difference between Gen Xers
And
millennials,
And
which
millennials.
which we are. We got on baby boomers, and
Yeah.
Gen Z a little bit,
yeah. Because we know them.
and the differences between the Gen X and the millennials is probably not that much, but the baby boomers, there's a lot of difference, and I think even the Gen Z is a lot of difference.
But so I think I can't remember when millennials end, but some of the younger millennials, like the
Like
real
me,
no, you're an
Oh,
older
yeah.
millennial.
yeah, I'm the oldest, pretty much, yeah,
Well, you and Diamond,
yeah,
Diamond's 80. That's when millennials started.
okay,
So she's a millennial, which is crazy to me. That doesn't even make sense
yeah,
because people complain about them all the time. And Diamond is
yeah.
she can work circles
She's-
around me and you,
Yeah.
and then still be like, "Hey, y'all
You know-
want to go?"
Honestly, most women have more endurance.
Yeah.
Women are more endurance. They have way more endurance than men do.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them do. Ashley can stay up all night.
It's just the way it is. I don't know why that is that way, but it is. It's just the way it goes, man.
She's not gonna worry about staying up all night.
Yeah.
She'll stay up all night long, and then work all day.
Yeah.
That's not. I can't.
Women are super fucking strong, man.
Yeah, they are.
And then they got to give birth. God.
It's insane, dude.
I mean, they got to push out.
A
Could you imagine
baby.
pushing out an 8-pound baby out your asshole?
No, I. Sometimes if I have a hard turd, I cry.
I know it feels like it's cutting you, don't it? These motherfuckers are cutting me, son.
I'm sucking it back in, dude. I'm done. You win, turd. I'm not.
Dude, when you said thank you, dick, on that last episode,
Do what?
you remember when you said thank you, dick?
Yeah.
That shit cracked me up, dude. I was thinking about that stuff, man. That was funny. Thank you, dick.
I missed that. What was that?
You ain't seen that podcast? Was that on the Patreon?
No, I can't remember if it was on the Patreon or what. But
It probably is. That was some funny shit. If y'all want to see that video, go to the Patreon.
for real.
You can get up in there for $3.
Yeah, and that.
It was cracking me up, son. We let loose on that Patreon.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
It was so funny, dude.
I love it. I wish we could do all of them like that. If we get enough
We would
Patreon
probably get banned though.
on Patreon.
No,
No. But imagine if we had enough patrons where that's all we had to do was Patreon.
Just put Patreons out.
That'd be some
fun,
shit, dude. We would have the fucking time of our lives.
Yeah, dude. It'd be so much fun.
Dude, that'd be great.
So much fun.
We put out some cheesy ass stupid shit on YouTube, and Patreon would
Yeah.
be like,
Balls to the wall,
hell
baby.
yeah, son. Go over and check it out.
I mean, that latest Patreon that we put out was hilarious.
It was good. I watched it a few times, honestly.
Yeah.
Go
That's the end of this podcast. We love you guys.
Love you. God.